Hi, you're welcome to today's edition of Trends on KDM, and there's been various updates of what happened at the 37 intersection concerning a protest that was held by Democracy Hub. Now, this protest actually led to a lot of arrests, and I've come here to actually do a streak of videos about what's actually happening and the various updates and the various developments concerning that particular event. Now, right now, there's a new development, and the issue is some of the people that were arrested have been remanded for 2 weeks. Though they pleaded not guilty, but they've been remanded for 2 weeks. It's about 9 people, including Ralph Williams and Ama Govnor, who is a popular lawyer. Now, this Charlie, this issue is I have to really be careful with how I speak about this issue, right? Because there are details to the issue that I feel has to be addressed properly. Okay, even though I'm a citizen and we have the police actually doing this to citizens, I think I can actually find myself being unfair by actually jumping into conclusion by not really looking at the issue objectively. So I'm going to try my best to be fair to both parties, right? So the whole issue is now what the police is trying to say is these protesters were not supposed to be where they found themselves. That's around the 37 intersection, right? And this place is a very busy road. I mean, because it's an intersection that some comes from Accra, Laboni, Jolu, and then Medina. So it's a very, very busy road. And also we have a hospital there, which people are transferring their patient from the house to the hospital. So a little impediment in traffic flow can sometimes cause a whole lot. Now, before this issue happened, before I got certain details, I was actually criticizing to some extent, to a certain extent, the doing of the Ghana police for actually mistreating some of the protesters. I felt like the way they were handling them was a bit awkward. And but from what they are saying, it was more like a protest that they didn't really approve of, so it was an illegal protest in that sense. So they had to come in and sort of make sure that things are actually ironed out properly. Now, that place, like I said, is a very busy road. Okay, and we saw a video yesterday. I did a video about Ralph Williams speaking in a very, sorry to say, on court way to one Ghanaian who is a citizen that was pissed because he was transferring one of his patients to the hospital and they have blocked the road. So imagine that if you were in the shoes of this person, right, and then you had someone, your family member or a friend who is probably at the verge of dying, and then you are trying to access the hospital and these people have blocked the road. Obviously, if you were in the person's shoe, I don't think you'll be happy. You'll be very pissed. Okay, so this person also got down to attack the protesters, and he met Ralph Williams, and Ralph Williams was actually saying certain things that wasn't really appropriate. Okay, so I did a video yesterday. You can watch it here if you want to actually know what happened. Now, from the police perspective, these people are actually impeding traffic flow, and that place has been blocked for like 3 days, that particular intersection, because of whatever happened there, because they are trying to calm things there. So it means that they had to divert traffic and all that, and they've released the press that this evening 6 p.m. is when the traffic was restored to normal, right? Now, so Charlie, from the police perspective, they are doing their job. It's like you are going against the law, and we are trying to restore peace. We are trying to restore order, right? And from the protesters' perspective, now we live in a country that we feel like things are not being done right. We feel like our water bodies are being polluted. We feel like the economy is very difficult. There's a whole lot of things that is not going well in this country at this moment. And these are citizens that are worried about the situation that Ghana is going through, which is spearheaded by Ralph Williams. Now, they decided that they are not only going to be in their rooms, but they're going to go out there and then try and fight for what they believe is the best for the country, maybe by going there to protest and then maybe share their ideas and show their, frustration to the government, maybe something good will come out. And these people went there with the aim of, trying to help Ghana develop. Even though some people among them had ulterior motives, that one I have to be very clear. Okay, some people had their personal interests. So that's why it makes this whole thing very difficult to actually grasp. Okay, because some people are doing this in the name of, I'm doing it for Ghana, but they are hiding behind doing it for Ghana to actually push their personal interest, like party interest. We know that, low-key, we all know. But that doesn't negate the fact that these are citizens that have the right to actually criticize how things are going. They have the right to do so because it's not like it's something that they are cooking up. We are all aware. We know we have the evidences all around that things are not going on well. Our water bodies are being spoiled and a whole lot. And they are also taking it from that angle, like, yo, we want a better Ghana, even though some of them are not legitimate. Like, for instance, the way Ralph Williams spoke yesterday to one of the guy that came out to actually speak to him about this patient that was in the car. If this was somebody, me personally, if you ask me, I think if this was somebody that was genuinely, working for the interest of the Ghanaians, like he said, he wouldn't have uttered the word that he uttered. That was a very unneeded, comments that he passed. Okay, so people like that, personally, if you ask me, I think we have to look into the reasons and intentions behind their actions, right? But it doesn't take away the fact that these people have the right to protest and then show their frustration if things are not being done right. Now, so we have the protesters and we have the police. The police are also doing their job. So they crashed. Okay, they crashed. And then the police are trying to say that what they are doing is illegal, and the protesters are also trying to say that no, we have legitimate concern that we have to address. Things are not well, and we want to address as citizens. So I believe that there could have been amicable ways to solve this if the police probably handled the situation in a more friendly way, like they said, the police is our friend. Maybe they could have at least found ways to actually have conversations with the head of the protesters. That it wouldn't get to the extent whereby, a young girl as young as 10 years and an older person as old as 62 years were arrested. And as I'm talking to you now, these people are allegedly being held in captivity for 2 days without food and water. And one of the people that were actually arrested was allegedly is a pregnant woman who is pregnant for 4 months, and the husband, right? And the husband, they are not even part of the protesters. They were just passing in, and they realized, okay, something like that is going on. And per what the reverend and evangelist said, they were just passing by. They realized that something like that was happening, and they were like, okay, let's just go and take some pictures. Which personally, I wouldn't do that, but they went to do that. They did that, and then the police arrested them, and they are still in police custody, and they are being held captive. And now we are hearing that they will be in remand for like 2 weeks.
Tell us your name and what happened.
My name is Evangelist Winnie. I'm from Easterport. It was just reported to me that my brothers have been arrested. So I followed up today. No, they were arrested on Sunday when they were from 37 coming, and they saw the people protesting. So they went there to snap a picture, and they took the lady who is my brother's wife. She's also pregnant. She's 4 months pregnant. They took her. They took my brother, who is also under operation, taking medicine. They took that one too, and they took my other brother. So my junior brothers too are inside with one wife.
You said they were driving a car.
Yes, they were driving a car, Toyota Corolla X.
Do you know the whereabouts of the car?
No, we don't know the whereabouts of the car too.
So are you confident that they are here at this court? Have you seen them?
Oh yes, when I came here I saw them, and they have handcuffed them.
They've handcuffed them?
And they took them inside. They wouldn't even allow you to talk to them.
That's a lot. So this is what is happening. This is what is happening at the moment with regards to the protest that is happening in Ghana. It's frustrating because we have elections coming up, and these issues are not good for the country's development in any way. I think we can do better as a country. We can do a lot better. We can do a lot better. Some people are also saying that the government is intentionally doing that and sort of using these protesters as a form of deterrent to prevent others that also have the same mindset to actually do something like that. Because I mean, I think looking at how people are agitated and people are frustrated in the country, they feel like if these things are not restored to order, there are going to be more groups coming up with different protests that's going to destabilize the peace of the country. So that's also what they are doing. And but we, the citizens, to us, Charlie, this is not cool. Yeah, this is not cool. I'm trying to be as fair as I can to both sides, but this is not cool. I thought Ghana is supposed to be a free country, freedom of speech, and we can actually protest. I mean, protesting is not illegal. It's constitutional. So I don't know what's happening, man. I don't know what's happening again, Charlie. Make I end up now, because Charlie, I don't even know the kind of Ghana right now we are evolving into. I can't think further. I don't know what else to say. We don't know the kind of Ghana we are living in now. So, yeah. So, I mean, Charlie, that's what's happening. I mean, I'm still following the story, and then if anything comes up, you hear from us, and then you know what's actually happening at the back end of everything that you are probably seeing on the media. The name remains Donald, but not Trump. I'll see you on the other side. Peace.